Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me again. So I am doing part 2 of just showing you guys what I was able to do with my October daily prompts. A lot of people were asking me to show what I've done, so here I am for part 2. And the last day that we did was the ghost, and that was day number 8. So next in line, and you can see, like, I went through my book and tried to find, the pages that I thought fit the prompts the most, and I would pencil in the number pretty lightly so I could erase it and work back on it later. And then I've even got, little things thrown in here and there, so I can definitely finish some of these next year. This was one that I really wanted to do, but I just didn't have the time. So here is day 10, and I just did this one earlier this week. I don't know, I kind of lost a little bit of inspiration for this, but, just went with it, and I had the idea. This one is day 10, dressing up is a fun part of Halloween. Dress up your page with Halloween bits, paper, and fabric. And since I used the little bat piece of ephemera, I fussy cut this from 12 by 12 paper. I went with the bat theme, and then I was thinking, dress up your page. Maybe I can make a mask for my page, and as if the page is dressed up itself. I don't know that it really came through, but it is what it is. I was gonna add like some tissue paper or something behind the eyes and stuff, add a little stick for the masquerade mask, but it is what it is. I still had a lot of fun doing this. So start with this page. I just added some of my favorite washi tapes down here and some stickers. It says best costume ever. I use this little Jolie's really old 3-dimensional bat, and I am losing things. Let me stick this in here. And yeah, just added some of my favorite stickers and trims. That's something else. I was going to add some trim here. But anyway, stickers here. On the background of this page, I just made torn strips. I noticed a lot of ladies were doing that, and I thought it was a great idea. So I used torn strips of some of my favorite papers and such, and inked up the edges, and that's, a great base for a background. I've thrown in some stickers here. Little moons, some bats, little bat cutout, and then because I made the masquerade looking mask, I used the Tim Holtz, these are quote chips, I believe they're called, and did Wicked Masquerade. And for the mask, I just kind of drew it out and cut it out like you would a snowflake. You fold your paper in half, and I mean, it is okay, I guess. But it gets the point across, and then I just glued some cute little gemstones on there, and I've got this big bat-like gemstone bling piece, whatever you want to call it, in the center. And because I wanted to use fabric too, I got lucky and found this black cheesecloth labeled as creepy cloth at the Goodwill. And so yeah, I just made, like, I tore it up and fringed it and glued it to the bottom of the mask, and there you go. That's day 10. That's the first signature, guys. It is almost completely done. Into the second signature, there is day 12. This was a day where you were supposed to, here, I'll read it to you. Day 12, take a picture of something Halloween related and write about it. So I already had these pictures of my house, some of the decorations from outside, and so I just wrote, I took a few photos of some of the Halloween decor outside of my house. We had so much fun decorating this year, and I just said it looked really cool at night, and I can't wait to do more next year. We moved into this house from a small apartment, so I'm lacking for the outside stuff, but it's really fun because I get to, as the years go by, I get to add to my collection. And yeah, so the background of this page I had gessoed with some black gesso. And I have this really amazing embossing powder from Lindy's Stamp Gang, and as you can see, it's so beautiful. If you have any questions about that, just let me know down below. I'll let you know what the color name is. So I just embossed some fun little stamps on the background and added some little stickers. I went with like a skeleton theme for this, and I used some of the Tim Holtz Halloween paper dolls. And so I've just got this labeled my entryway at night. This was that accident, like that paper I was using with my accident papers that I do sometimes. I added the number 12 onto here, tried to stamp. You probably can't, well, you can kind of see down here, but it didn't work out great. So the other side is, this is like a flower bed in the front of my house that really needs to be reworked. So I added a graveyard in. It was like the perfect backdrop for that sort of thing. So that's our little graveyard, and then this is the entryway during the day. Our house was infested by spiders this Halloween. So more Tim Holtz paper dolls, and I just added a little witch hat to her because she looks real proper mad or pensive, one or the other. She looks like she could totally throw out some spells. But anyway, layered up this cool mesh fabric I got from Priscilla, I think, actually. And then there's a spider web in the background. So that's day 12. Here is day 15, another of my favorites. This one was day 15. Did you see a pretty leaf today? Pick it up and preserve it in your book. So I'll just read my little journal snippet that I put. I don't live in an area that's rich with deciduous trees. I live like right on the ocean in South Texas, so I don't get to experience the amazing beauty of autumn leaves littering the ground everywhere, but there are a few different trees that leave their lovely cast-offs, so I just collected these from different places. And actually, mainly, these are from, like, I ride a bike with my son back and forth to school, and so I find these, you know, in the neighborhoods along the way. And so, yeah, since I ride my bike, I have the opportunity to stop and pick up whatever I want to pick up. So, this is the front of that little simple tag, just a little collage there. And then this is from the Sherlock Graphic 45 set from a couple of years ago, I think. I used another of these flinch cards as the number and just stapled it along. These little specimen and the little words, I think that these are from, I want to say, Elopa Online. I'll put the information down below because it's an amazing, like, Halloween ephemera set. I think I'm wrong, but I'll let you know down below because there were some really great words. And then with the specimen, the numbers, you can fill them in yourself. So I just used my date stamp, and of course I put in the number 15 for day 15. So yeah, I used some Tim Holtz Halloween wallpaper, tore it into strips, inked it, and then just glued it to the back of the coffee dyed paper. And I just Mod Podged the backs and the fronts of these leaves and then glued them on, and that way they could stay together, and hopefully they won't crumble as the years go by. So yeah, that's really all I did. It's super simple. Put one here, and I wanted to do it on this spread because I had this magazine page with these really cool looking plants. So that's day 15. This is a card that I got from a friend, so I just threw it in here so I could keep that memory. See more planning here that I didn't get to. Okay, so this is day number 13, and this one was day number 13, make 2 tags with trick-or-treating safety tips. What tips were you given? So, as you can see, I just collaged all over the page, added this, this is a vintage treat bag, actually, that I got off of eBay. I got a bunch of them, and made that into a pocket so I could add my my tags that I made. So I went with the caution tape because it's caution, duh. So this first one is always check your candy before you eat it. And so I did a bunch of candy and then did the caution tape across. And then this one is only go to houses with their porch lights on. Use the caution tape in the back. And let me show you what I use, because you'll have to tell me if you think that I if you think I got the point across. So I have this Sizzix, the Tim Holtz alterations, and these are, what are they called exactly? Laboratory. That's the title of this set, but it's like the lab bottles and the little shelf they go on. And I was trying to figure out what kind of dyes I could use to make look like lights, and so I basically just cut them out into glittery and yellow paper and inked them up with some oxide and made them look like hanging, like fairy lanterns or something. I don't know. You let me know if you think it looks like lights, but I tried. So anyway, that's my other tag. And then for my journal snippet, I just wrote down some of the rules that I had when I was little. Stay together, because I have a brother and sister, so we would always trick-or-treat together. Bring a flashlight. We didn't always do that, but, you know, we were supposed to. Only go to the houses with porch lights on. Be wary of strangers, and always check your candy before you eat it. After returning home from trick-or-treating, we'd always just pour out all of our candy on the kitchen table, and our mom would help us go through it and make sure, you know, everything was good to go. We would throw away anything that looked funny or the wrapper was open or anything like that. So basically, I made my tags for the same rules, because I do think that the main rules still do apply. So I had fun with this little candy bucket here, and just did a bunch of candy coming out, and I really love these. Let the child come out and play, it says. I thought it was super creepy and cool. So that was day 13. Loved this little book I used. Okay, so I'll do this one first, and then I'll show you this. This is day 19. What is one thing you would give out instead of candy? Books, duh. Of course, everybody who knows me probably knew I would say that. The world is steadily losing its appreciation for the written word, and pretty much all children love books. Children love books, so I will always have a deep love and respect for books, so I would absolutely hand out books for Halloween. Also, free hugs would be cool, but that's the hippie in me, I guess. So I printed this out and inked it up, and yeah, made a little pocket with the stack of books. There's my little number there and my date. And on this side, so this is my ham of a kid. This was Spirit Week at their school. This is from Friday the 25th. Haven dressed up in his new Pikachu pajamas for pajama day at school. And I just wanted to, you know, make a record of that, because he looked super cute, hamming it up for the camera. I've got some little sentiments here. A witch and her little monster lives here. I marked out the S here because it said little monsters, and I only have one little monster. All dressed up and too cute to spook, and I just used some of my spoopy ephemera pieces and just threw them around, and that's that. So I am able to always have that memory in here. Okay, this was one of my tombstone tags. I actually made these last year for some Halloween Happy Meals, so if you guys want a tutorial for these, just let me know. Really easy to make. It does take a little bit of time, but once you get the hang of it, you know, and then look how adorable this is. So that was for my tombstone tags. Didn't get to finishing that up. This was the page I was going to use for what 5 questions would you ask Dracula. So I still have like all the pieces ready to go. So it would be super easy to do that. This was my Franken It Up page. That was the second signature, and here is the third. I love this paper. Okay, there's only a couple in here, so I'll go ahead and finish this out in this video. You can see I just added a few things here and there. These little Tim Holtz pieces or anything like this, don't be afraid to, like, you know, nip them a little bit with the scissors. So I just unattached his little hands, and it makes an amazing little bookmark. Like, how cute. So, okay, this one, I don't really like the way it came out, but it was really fun to do. So, this was day number 22. And it was, here's a little This was one of my tricky pockets because you can't really tell it's a pocket if you're just looking at the page. At least, I mean, I tried. But, I mean, it doesn't really look like a pocket. So this was going to be, for the tricky pockets prompt, I wanted to kind of sprinkle some pockets out here and there throughout the book. But this was day 22. In your opinion, what is the worst candy? You are now the seller for that candy. Write 3 nice selling points, which this was a great prompt, by the way, April. I think it was just super creative and fun. So I chose circus peanuts, obviously. And I put, these are so disgusting. I have never understood why on earth someone somewhere one day thought, what if I create a candy that looks like squishy fat fingers and tastes like styrofoam? Perfect! Yeah, I don't get the circus peanuts thing. I've never liked them. I've always thought they were super nasty. So I kind of just wanted to go with that sort of circus feel, like, come on and get your tickets, you know, read all about it, or like, you know, the how they used to do when they would hand out newspapers and stuff. So I used like the brightest Delusions paint colors and just did it with my fingers and then splattered some white, and that's the background. I mean, super easy. And then I found this online of this little, I think this is like a stress toy, but he throws up and it's really funny. It's an egg. Did some circus peanuts cutouts and the bag and just, you know, threw them around. So I wrote, come and get your circus peanuts. And for my 3 selling points, I kind of wanted to be sarcastic about it because I hate this candy. So number 1, each peanut is formed lovingly and flavored with 100% pure styrofoam, softened to ease digestion. Number 2 is every bite is a squishy, fluffy cloud of chemical colorants, just like a big warm hug from your best friend. And I was really thinking about myself because I color my hair like all the time. So anyway, that one was hard to come up with. But the last one is these little guys are holy treats. They're full of holes. Great for keeping all of those yummy factory dust particles. Yay! So that's it. I totally went sarcastic with it, but it was really fun to be able to do that, to take something that you hate and try to make it sound great. So yeah, that's day 22, and I believe that's the last one that I was able to finish. Oh yeah, my day 31, the song, just for reference, the song that I chose was Where Did You Sleep Last Night by Leadbelly, or Huddy Ledbetter. I don't know if you guys know who that is. An amazing blues, folksy, just an incredible guitarist, singer, songwriter. He played a lot of other instruments as well, but I think that this song is, it could be viewed in a lot of ways, but I do think it's rather creepy. My girl, where will you go? My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine, I would shiver the whole night through. So I just think that the lyrics are, I think it's a good example for this particular prompt. So I really wish I could have finished this because love the song, love Leadbelly. So yeah, guys, that is, that's really it. That's all that I could manage to do. I was sick for about 2 whole weeks with a cold, and I'm actually just getting better, like getting completely 100% through it. So I did miss out on some time of trying to work this out, but like I said, I really need to move on to my Christmas stuff and put my Halloween stuff away. I do want to say thank you so much to April, who is Pink Oddbird, and she's the one who organized all of the prompts and everything for this October Daily Challenge. I think it was so fun, and I just really appreciate all the work and effort that you put into all of the videos that you did for this really fun challenge, and just, you know, the inspiration and just getting everybody together to do the same project with each other. I just think it was a wonderful thing, and I'm glad that I was able to participate. So thank you, April. I will link her channel down below as well, maybe one or two of the videos that she did. So you guys can also go on Instagram and put in the hashtag for this challenge, POB Daily 19, I think it is, and see what other people have created if you're still interested in Halloween stuff right now. But yeah, let's get ready for Thanksgiving. Have a great time with our family, or whatever, and just think about all the things that you are thankful for this month. And woo, let's move on into Christmas crafting. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys can find some inspiration in this, or enjoyed the little flip through. So yeah, I've got to go, so I need to get some water to drink because I'm losing my words. So I will catch you next time. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and please don't forget to spread the love. Bye.